Did you guys know that there was a new Bon Iver album coming out today? Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am the host with the platform most, Troy here, T-Roy Jenkins. We're back at it again. Finally be able to talk about this game after all kind of like, since it's been over a week since the Switch 2 news has kind of died down and, the hype has settled a bit. The negatives are still around, but I finally get to gush about some Mario Kart stuff. If you like the content, make sure to hit the sub button. Subscribe to the channel, does mean a lot, and also hit that bell for notification. Does help support the channel here. Trying to get the YouTube channel up and running on that end. So Mario Kart World, it's a game. It's a game I am very excited about, and it has been kind of the face of the good and the bad of everything about the Switch 2. Obviously, the big bad point is the price itself, and we will get to that when we get to that here, because I'll definitely will mention it. But overall, I am very excited, and I've been loving what I've been seeing so far here. Like, it's just looks so good. Like, let's get right into it here. Like it looks really good, man. I'm like so pumped here. This is from the treehouse. The treehouse from last week here. Oh shit, my babe. There we go. Look, like treehouse. Look at that character select screen. Like, look how animated. Look at that dumb Mario dance. I love the Wonder. So first off, I love that we're really embracing the Wonder art style with this game. I know some people are kind of not loving, like, because it does kind of look a little childish, I guess, but I love how expressive, I love how animated everyone looks. This game just looks so good. Like, I love the art style. I love that Mario is kind of weird again. As someone who has grew up with like the Wii, DS, 3DS, and Wii U era, that was kind of like Mario at his most bland, not counting Galaxy. So it's really cool. Like, oh god, Waluigi got that swag, the switch, like about to butts out to a West Side Story song. But I love that Mario is weird again. Like, the art style is just very expressive and everything here. I know some people have been kind of hit and miss with the fact that you don't get to build the carts anymore. It's just pre-built carts and that's it. To be perfectly honest, I am okay with that. I am more than okay with that. I always thought the mix and mass regarding the carts were cool, but was never a selling point to me. Like, it was never like my favorite aspect of like Mario Kart 7, I think, implemented that. It was Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8 were like the two, because I think DS you didn't do it. It was pre-built, and I believe Wii was pre-built as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it blows my mind. I'm okay with this like pre-built here, but I'm liking how this is looking here. On first glance, it looks like just like Mario Kart, like just nothing has truly changed too much here. And from what I understand from like gameplay, like people who got hands-on onto it, like it's not like reinventing the wheel per se, but it does feel like the natural progression after Mario Kart 8. Like, look at all these courses. These courses look so fun. Ooh, I like how they give you an overview of all the courses leading into it, because I know in between races now, so when there's no more laps, from what I understand, it's just like kind of like how some courses in Mario Kart 8 was just like one continuous track. I like that approach here, because it keeps everything fresh. It keeps everything, like interesting. Like, it doesn't feel like completely samey for like a racing game. So I do kind of like that. I like how much wider this is, like, because again, this has 24 racers. Like, I think like it's just making the grail riding. You see someone's grail riding right there on that end, but like it's like small changes like that, like the 24 racers, the wider courses, like the fact that it's one continuous race, the like gliders and underwater mechanic or like boats actually seem like it's more integrated with the gameplay and not just kind of like an afterthought, because that was like always one of my issues with Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8. It's like, I like the gliders, I like the underwater sections, but they always felt kind of more like an afterthought than they actually really added to the race. And to hear like with the grill riding, and like I know in some courses you get to like hover, like, you know, wall jump like a Crash Bandicoot or Sonic the Hedgehog type stuff, but I really enjoy that here. Also, I know like we're back to the 2 items again. I love that we're keeping that. Yeah, I see that wall, you can do tricks here. And from what I understand, it's like the items are automatically like hold, like you don't have to hold like the X button anymore to hold your item. It's just like it holds onto that here. So I'm very interested in that end here. Like, again, it's like small changes, but it goes a long way. And I love like the airplane actually feels like an airplane and not just a glider. I think that's super cool here. Okay, this does look like it's actually like a repeat here. But like I know Morse courses, it sounds like Morse courses are like just one continuing track. But the cool thing about like I like that we implement, let me skip into it here. It's like, so each of the course, like after the end of each race, you drive to the next stadium. Like, so kind of like it's really trying to open that world aspect, hence the title. Like you just do like one continue like track, like you see like right there, like you get that, and apparently that's just playable. Like that's part of it, which I feel very fascinating. Like this looked very fascinating to me. And I think this like goes into the race. Like, does this go into the race here? I haven't watched too much gameplay on this, honestly. I've been kind of like hearing everybody's take on it here. Like, it looks like it's this one particular, like, oh, it does like go into it. Okay. I really like that. That's super cool. I think that's such a neat change, like this keep like each race fresh and all that. I really do like that. Okay. I still feel like that's gonna get something to get used to, but I do like that it's being added into it here. I want to know if they do knockout mode, because the mode that I know that people's been talking about the most has been knockout mode. It's kind of like sound like like Mario Kart's take of Battle Royale. Like Mario Kart's take a battle royale here. Let me see if I don't think they do it here just because you can't really get that going. But from what I understand, like knockout mode, it's like you start, like it's basically kind of like you have to stay in like a certain percentage of a racer. It's like F-Zero 99, if that helps. Like you got to stay in a certain number of players to keep on racing, and if you're under that, you get eliminated. And that seems to be like the standout mode that came from the demos of everyone playthrough at like these press events and everything. And it just sounds like really fun. Like it sounds like a new multiplayer mode that I'm like really like exuberant for, because like I really do love battle mode, but it hasn't been hitting the same since really DS to me personally. And every like new mode they added, like for like couple games, like for multiplayer wise, hasn't really been hitting as much here. Okay, this looks like more the open world aspect, which I am so curious about. They didn't really go into it as much from what I understand. Like the demo, like you do get to explore, and there seems to be a lot of like collectibles and stuff, and I do feel like there's a hidden aspect of it. Like I do feel like there is something that Nintendo hasn't told us about. The fact that this game is getting a straight up own direct in a few, like actually this time next week, I believe it's next Thursday at the time of this recording. I feel like it's going to go more into that open world and actually kind of go into it a little bit deeper, and maybe even like explain like probably more of a single player aspect, like maybe bring back mission mode. Maybe there's like an actual campaign, because that's always been one thing that I feel like Mario Kart has really been struggling with the past few titles, is while the multiplayer is great and just playing regular races is fine, but this like single player content has definitely been lacking. And I know it's hard with these kind of games because these games are more designed for arcade fun and like multiplayer madness. So I understand that it's maybe like not the easiest task to do a single player mode without kind of like making it its own thing. That's why I always loved DS. Like DS was always still my personal favorite Mario Kart because of the the mission mode. I just thought that was just so cool, and I still love revisiting that from time to time when I play Mario Kart DS. But this everything I've seen about, like, it's more Mario Kart. It looks fantastic, and from what I heard, when this game's like 4K, like you see it like on a TV with 4K 60 frames per second, it just like looks downright beautiful. Like, this game just looks like, again, it's not like, it's like no Cyberpunk, like it's not like a PS5 game where like, damn, this game's like absolutely breathtaking, but like this definitely can show that the Switch 2 is definitely a jump graphically here. I know Digital Foundry just did a breakdown of it, and I definitely need to check it out here. But I'm very excited for this here. Mario Party Legacy.com has like a really cool breakdown of like every character, course, and item so far, so definitely give them some love on that end here. So one of my favorite aspects of the Mario Kart world is the character roster. So here's like the returning ones. Obviously, I love the new art style for everyone here. I've been really growing on DK's redesign, like as you guys see from my last video. Like, I've been really growing on it. Ooh, I really like Toadette's design here. King Boo is super cool. Dry Bone, guys, the boner community is still alive, y'all. I really love that, you know. I don't hate the babies are here, you know, but I love, like, you know, Lakitu's back. Wiggler is Wiggler Wednesday, chat. Oh my god, I'm excited for that. Chargin' Chuck is back. Monty Mole, my boy, he's been like one of my favorites in like the Mario Party series. Hammer Bro, Pauline is back. I think that's great. And then we got new characters. It blows my mind that Goomba has not been a racer this entire time. We have, like, out of all, this whole time, Goomba has not been a racer. I understand he doesn't have arms, but it just seems like kind of like a natural fit, and I'm so glad he's here. He's just some of those, like, it's the fact that a Goomba in a cart, it's a thing that you can play. This makes me happy. The Moo Moo Cow, we all seen the memes. Look at that hard as fuck image. Like, goddamn, this image fucks, chat. This image fucks. Like, god dang. Like, god dang here. The Piantas, I honestly am shocked that Piantas are still a thing, that Nintendo's still making that a thing, because I think after Sunshine, I'm just like, or GameCube era, like, they were like, yeah, the Piantas, they existed. Spike, Pokey, Rocky Wrench, the Penguin from Super Mario 64, Dolphin, Snowman, the Cataquack, this one's like kind of like an odd one because like Boo exists, you know. Cheap Piranha Plant, which blows my mind. Piranha Plant, this is the first time, especially, you know, Pita Piranha is back. That one kind of makes me fat. The Snoop, Fish Bones, Sidesteppers, Coin Coffer, like, these are like funny, like fun picks to me. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to see your Funky Kongs. I would love to see like Pita Piranha, or like the crossover characters like Inkling, Link, and stuff like that here. But I do feel like they will come eventually with like updates or DLC here on that end. And then we got like the courses. It seems like all like the areas in the game here, which is super cool. Like Mushroom has Mario Bros. Circus, as we saw, Crown City, Whistletop Summit, and DK Spaceport, which I'm very excited to play. This is like probably one of my most excited race tracks to go for. Desert Hill DS, I'm surprised to make a comeback, but I'm not complaining. Shy Guy Bazaar is like one of a low-key banner, so I'm excited to see that back. Wario Stadium N64 is finally coming. I am very curious how they're going to remake this, because this has been one of the only like retro tracks that hasn't got remade yet, so I'm very excited to see how they will do a modern take on it, because it's one of those retro tracks that I definitely think needs a glow up. Airship Fortress is fucking back, chat. I've been begging for this to happen, and I'm so happy that Airship Fortress is back. Like, I was so bummed that it was not with the booster pack, but I'm excited that it's here. It's one of my all-time favorite courses. It's one of the best in the DS era. Like, I'm excited that it's here. DK Pass is coming back here. Starview Peak looks very interesting. Definitely like a take on Rosalina Ice World. Sky High Sunday from Tor is back. That one's interesting here. It's not my favorite, but it's not like a one that I'm like dying to see again. But, you know, I hope they bring a new twist to it. Wario's Shipyard looks like it is coming back. Koopa Troopa Beach, I'm interested in seeing that. Could definitely give me like a spring vibe, spring break vibe, which I'm very curious how that will go down in a Mario universe. Faraway Oasis is a new one. Crowd City again. Pete Stadium, and then other courses we have seen like classic Mario Circuit. Cocoa Mountain, that's super cool. Peach's Beach, I did see that here. Dino Jungle, I also did see that. Moo Moo Meadows, I mean, makes sense if you got the cow. Toad's Factory, I'm very excited to see how, because people have been wanting Toad's Factory to come back, and I'm excited that we finally get to see it. I am super curious about this giant block ruins, because this looks so fascinating to me. This looks like a course that no one can really tell. Salty Speedway. Boo's Cinema is a one I'm very excited to see. Could it give me like Epic Mickey Cuphead vibes, which I'm like all about here. Dandelion Depths, that's interesting. Dry Bones Burnout, Acorn Heights, Bowser Castle, and then like it looks like we might have got our Rainbow Road confirmed here. But yeah, the courses, like, and I feel like there's gonna be so much more. Like, I feel like Nintendo is hiding some stuff from us, that they're probably gonna do the big reveal like at the Direct here. Items, like the coin sale looks interesting. That's new. Like, got a bunch of like regular ones here. The coin block looks fascinating. Feathers back. Hammer's new. The hammer looks a lot of fun. Crystal ball and food are like the one I have the most questions about, and it's like feel like no one hasn't really answered it here. So I like everything I've been seeing about Mario Kart World, I've been absolutely loving. The only issue I really have, and you guys know what it is. It's the $80 price tag. Look, I hate that Nintendo has opened that Pandora's box. And you guys know, I more hate the $80 price tag on the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of games for physical releases. I think that's kind of some BS, but that's just my 2 cents. Look, I'm not happy that Mario Kart World is $80, and I don't know if it really justifies the cost. To me, it feels like it's more pushing like the pack-in title with the system, because you do get it at a $30 discount, and it's only $50 more than the base console. So that's what it feels like, but it's still a tough pill to swallow. I really want to get this physically, because I like to collect my games physically here. Look, I'm not gonna like say like I think it justify it. I think every game is worth the price of what you think it is, and Mario Kart's one of those games that I know that I'm just gonna get the most mileage of. The fact that I've been playing Mario Kart 8 for over 10 years on 2 different like versions, and been getting like 500 hours plus on both of them, just shows like the mileage of this series. And the only other series I really compare Mario Kart to, oddly enough, it's GTA, because they're just games that can just last for years, and they keep on supporting it. Like the fact that we have in 2022, 5 years after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out, that we got DLC for that, and that lasted about almost 2 years on its own right, just kind of shows that, like, on top of the edition that added everything that was with the Wii U with DLC, on top of that, fixed battle mode, gave us inklings. It's just like, I do see this game lasting the entire Switch generation, and obviously there's going to be DLC for it. I do hope there is some free updates to it and not all DLC, because I do feel with that $80 price tag, you're definitely opening a lot of Pandora's boxes with it. So that's really my only main criticism with it. It's like, it's hard to justify the $80 price. I do think it will be worth it for like the longevity of this game, and also the fact that Nintendo games never go on sale, rarely go on sale, unless you get it secondhand or anything. But like official sales, like, you'd be lucky to get it less than 30%. So I mean, this is the Mario Kart I've been wanting for over a decade. Like, this feels like a Mario Kart that's been like 10 years in the making, and I'm so excited to see more of it here. I can't wait to play it myself. Hopefully I can go to like one of these events here, or whenever I can get a Switch 2. I mean, it's definitely going to be the game I pick up outside of like maybe Donkey Kong Bonanza, but like, I want to be more excited for this. It's just the $80 price tag is really what kills it for me, like kills the hype. I still think it's like, for what you're getting, it is worth it, but I also understand the justification why it might be too expensive, because you're definitely pricing out a lot of people with that, especially like this is a title that everybody and their mothers play. However, Mario Kart is like one of those evergreen titles. There's so much of an audience for it that even if you might alienate some, people will buy it regardless at launch. Like, this will move Switch 2 units. Like, this is not a Wii U scenario. Like, this will move units, and this will be a game that we'll probably be playing, let's face it, 10 years plus at this point. So I'm curious about this Direct. I feel like there is more that Nintendo isn't talking about. Like, I'm taking more single player. Like, I feel there's a lot more to the open world aspect, like Forza Horizon type gameplay that they really haven't like opened the floodgates, which I'm very curious about. And I obviously think there's gonna be more power characters. I'm very curious about the crystal ball and food, like what that really do, especially with the different costumes and everything. Like there's still a lot we don't know about this game, but what we do know, it's like hitting everything that I need to, like, that's making me personally excited for it. Again, it's just the $80 price tag definitely showers some stuff here, but I get the criticism, but I also somewhat can see how they can probably push it here. But we'll see how it is, but we'll see next week what more will come out of Mario Kart World here. But what do you guys think of Mario Kart World? Are you guys still excited, even though with the $80 price tag? Is the $80 price tag hurting your expectations of it here? What do you love? What do you dislike? I would love to hear it in the comments below, and please make sure to hit that sub button, hit that bell for notifications. I do stream here on YouTube and on Twitch, T_Roy Jenkins on all social media. I appreciate y'all. Until the next time, y'all, have a great one. Take it easy. Love y'all. Peace.